ghetto. All the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got made of heaven, oh, we got made of story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major heaven, we got major story. There is no job. No.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. And a pleasant welcome to you this morning.
How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there?
It's April 19, 2023.
No job, no money.
And today is Wednesday,
No glory.
May week.
Help for poor men.
And it's the May week edition of the program issuing. Did I say issue in the news?
Do you cherish?
It's the May week edition of the program, the Editorial Review here on ABC Radio,
Especially poor men.
the official voice of the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation.
Just no glory. No help.
We are beaming live from the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street in central Monrovia.
We got major heaven.
105.1 is the die. And I'm Jackson Seekley Jr. this morning.
For hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. You don't know.
Welcome to it.
You've been rapping stories from rap.
Let's get the headlines for you.
Rapping stories about people.
What's trending in the print media?
We got a lot of people
What's trending in the newspapers?
on the block. People in the street.
This is where we bring you the trending headlines.
Follow me. And I'll take you to places.
This is where we bring you what's happening in the print media.
Blind people.
It's the Editorial Review here on ABC Radio.
People too much.
105.1 is the die.
How many people do you love, man?
Like we've always said,
People do you cherish?
and we continue to say,
People do you help out there?
ABC Radio is open to doing business with you out there.
No job, no money.
Just stop by our offices
No just no glory.
and let's begin the conversation.
Help for poor men.
Trust me, you are going to yield the necessary results for advertising here on ABC Radio.
How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release a day. Although I read the news
Few bites of our theme song and run straightly into the papers this morning.
and I just want to
Let's go over it.
question. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No gods, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No gods, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. We got got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines.
Yes, we've got major headlines and we've got major stories. Quickly now into our program this morning. The editorial review here on ABC Radio, the official voice of the Atlantic Broadcasting Corporation, and we are beaming live from the corners of Broad and Buchanan Street here in Central Monrovia. Our first stop this morning is the Heritage newspaper. The Heritage newspaper there on Carey Street. Front page banner headline of the Heritage newspaper reads, for hosting a very successful community health worker symposium in Monrovia, U.S. envoy expresses kudos to GOL, that's the government of Liberia, for hosting a successful community health worker symposium in Monrovia. U.S. envoy expresses kudos to GOL, that's the government of Liberia. And we see in the photograph here of President George Manneh Weah and his U.S. envoy counterpart, that's Ambassador Michael McCarthy on this one. That's the front page banner headline of the Heritage newspaper. Don't forget, this paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Grab a copy of it and read the details of these stories therein. Our next story still here on the Heritage newspaper. Minister Kimaya presents classic lecture at Hungary Diplomatic Academy. Minister Kimaya presents classic lecture at Hungary Diplomatic Academy. Grab a copy of the Heritage newspaper and read the details therein. Run quickly now to the back page of the Heritage newspaper. Several health facilities to benefit from free medical supplies. Several health facilities to benefit from free medical supplies. Grand Crew County First Time Voters Association supports President Weah's re-election bid. It's getting serious. Grand Crew County First Time Voters Association supports President Weah re-election bid. Perseverance is key to success. Gender Minister tells 5th graduating class of Grand Gila County Community College. Perseverance is key to success. That's the Minister of Gender, Minister Wilhelmina Piso City Ties, on the one encouraging graduate of the Grand Gila County Community College. The back, still on the back page, and this one is strictly sport. Rodrigo Brace helps Real Madrid seal semi-final place. Chelsea was trapped last night by Rodrigo. That's it for the Heritage newspaper right here. That's Heritage newspaper. That's it for the Heritage newspaper. Where's our next stop on this one? Excuse me, madam journalist. Sister journalist. Even though the song say Mr. Journalist, but I'm trying to do the remix of it now. How do you make your headlines? How do you write your press releases? Because we've got major stories in the ghettos, the underprivileged, the less fortunate. Do you visit the areas? Our next stop this morning, our island, traditional island, partners in progress, the new newspaper, the Nation News since 1989. It's Wednesday, April 19, 2023. Front page banner headline of the new newspaper reads. Front page banner headline of the new newspaper reads. CDC gives LD 9 million to marketers, others in Grand Gila County. Wow. CDC gives 9 million Liberian dollars to marketers, others in Grand Gila County. Multiple registrants. Court. NEC vows tough actions. Multiple registrants. Court. NEC vows tough action. Those of you that will not catch us, yes, the people do not have the system to detect whether people will register more than one time. Will get 2-3 cards. Will vote for the people. Now they are putting the numbers in. They are putting the data in the system. and they are discovering that there are people who register more than one time, you are in bad book and the law will take a course against you. Watch out. We run quickly to the back page of the new newspaper. Danger. LEC neglects collapse light pole. Where? Grab a copy of this paper. Is 40 Liberian dollars. Danger. LEC neglects collapse pole. That's collapse light pole. Boaka holds final meeting ahead of Nimi running mate. Boaka holds final meeting ahead of Nimi running mate. Yeah, waiting for his running mate. Vivi Boaka, you always late in selecting your running mate. Costa speaks on BVR, begs for additional time. This is belated because the NEC is already making move now into the Leeward counties. Monserrato District number 11 Resident Commission new breach. Monserrato District number 11 Resident Commission new breach. Telewoyan Hospital paralyzed, says administrative manager. Telewoyan Hospital, the Telewoyan Hospital there in Lofa County. They say it's paralyzed, and the administrative manager is saying this one. We run quickly to the editorial of the new newspaper. 40 Liberian dollars for this paper. You can grab a copy of it. What's the status of the Special Presidential Committee? What's the status of the Special Presidential Committee is the editorial of the new newspaper. You can grab a copy of this paper and read the details there. It's just 40 Liberian dollars.
I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now, and I just want to ask you some questions. Oh.
Even though I read the news every day, I'm still getting confused because I'm not seeing what's supposed to make news in the papers. I'm not hearing it on the radio. Sometimes it's not what you think that make news, but the journalists decide what is news. The journalists, the reporters. But yet and still, we've got major stories in the ghettos. The less fortunate who tell our stories.
The rainy season coming soon in the ghetto. All the houses are full of vacation.
They only know us when they need our votes.
Come and see the weed.
After which,
Living in the street with a
they care less about us.
Since the daddy went to war to fight you,
Our next stop this morning
the children have no shelter.
is the New Dawn newspaper.
Education.
UN Drive, directly opposite the National Investment Commission.
Children have no food to eat.
Wednesday, April 19, and it did remain. The year remained 2023. And this paper too is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Front page banner headline of the New Dawn newspaper reads. Front page banner headline of the New Dawn newspaper. We wanted election, not coup. Gonglo rejects progressive rule in coup. We wanted election, not coup. You wanted election, but yet you went for the protest. If you know that you wanted the election, why did you go for the protest? You should like now we are about to go to the election, and SOUP is calling for protest, another fix the country protest. Why you can't wait to go to the election? So Gonglo is telling us that they wanted to go to the election, the progressive, because they would have won the election had they gone to the election. But then you knew all of that. Why did you from the protest? Why did you organize that protest? But then leave it at that. That's the progressive side of it. That's the progressive side of it. They did some good things though. They did some very, very good things. But their main objective was never achieved, to rule this country. Still here on the front page of the New Dawn newspaper, we are rallies first-time voters. That's President George Manning. We are rallies first-time voters. We run quickly now to the back page of the New Dawn newspaper. Nimbayan seek new political godfather. This sounds laughable though. Nimbayan seek new political godfather. Let's see the outcome of this election, this 2023 October's election. That would determine whether they really want new godfather. But other than that, if Prince Johnson win here again, then. But we run quickly now to the editorial of the New Dawn newspaper. The editorial of the New Dawn newspaper. Liberia's rising abortion case are worrisome. Liberia rising abortion case are worrisome. That's cases, I'm sorry, are worrisome.
I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just wanna ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines. Oh, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines. We got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. Come take a coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them.
The widow is living in the street with her children.
Oh, children,
Since the daddy went to war, he never lived to see them.
children have
No one to take care of them,
have no food.
even though their father died in duty. The children are now becoming wayward. Who takes care of them? Our next stop this morning is the editorial review here on ABC Radio. The New Liberia newspaper. One nation, one people, one destiny.
How many people do you cherish?
The official paper of the government of Liberia.
Most especially for
Front page banner headline reads,
job, no money.
and this paper is sold for $40 Liberian. The front page banner headline of the New Liberia newspaper reads, AFL dominates peacekeeping mission. That's the Armed Forces of Liberia dominates peacekeeping mission. Government lift moratorium on mining activities in Grenville County. Government lift moratorium on mining activities in Grenville County. We run to the back page of the New Liberia newspaper. LRA turns over smoke harmful chemicals to EPA. LRA turns over smoke harmful chemical to EPA. NEC BVR Phase 1 produces more than 1.4 million registered voters. Yes, that's the Phase 1 project. That's the Phase 1 of the BVR exercise that Madam David Ethel Brown Lasana told Liberians during her press conference. Medical trains journalists on sexual and gender-based violence. Medical trains journalists on sexual and gender-based violence. We run to the editorial of the New Liberia newspaper. Doing away with violence during the 2023 election. Lessons from the Farmington Hotel Conference. Doing away with violence during the 2023 election. Lessons from the Farmington Hotel Conference. That's the editorial there of the New Liberia newspaper. You can grab a copy of the New Liberia for just $40 Liberian and read the details of these stories. Yes.
.com.
I can't stand no more, cause no more food.
I don't have food to eat, so how will I stand?
Cause no more money.
I'm being thrown out of school because I don't have money.
Can't stand no more.
Who's coming to my aid?
I cannot go to school. Cause
I could become the next president,
hey, yo,
the next officials of government.
generally, I wonder how you make it
Mr. Journalist,
in the
Madam Journalist,
day.
can you tell my story?
Although
Somebody might hear and come to my aid.
every day, but I'm really still getting confused now.
Our next stop this morning on the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio.
Some money, is it based on presidency?
It's the New Liberia newspaper there in Congo Town.
Is it based on war? Tell me, we got major headlines.
The New Republic, did I say? The New Republic newspaper. The life for all is the motto of this one. The date is April 19, and the year remains 2023.
The rainy season coming soon.
Front page banner headline of the New Republic newspaper. Everything is on new in this place. New Liberia, New Republic, New Dan. Yeah. So the New Republic newspaper is our next stop. Different account in US 100 million drugs case. The paper is reporting that there are different accounts in US 100 million drugs case. Still on the front page of the New Republic newspaper, young university graduate praise accelerometer skill capacity development drive. Yes, accelerometer is doing all of this. Yeah, they want their third agreement to be rectified. So, still here, Western Cluster Limited reiterates its commitment to social corporate responsibility. Western Cluster Limited reiterates its commitment to social corporate economic development. Yes, that's the Western Cluster there in Bomi County, Western Liberia. Medical Liberia trains media professional on GBV, that's gender-based violence. Riverside Senator others signed tripartite agreement has several health facilities poised to benefit free medical supply. Wow, that's a good one for Riverside there. We run quickly to the editorial of the New Republic newspaper. From far across the sea, what's happening there from far across the sea? That's it for the New Republic newspaper. You can grab a copy of the New Republic newspaper and read the details. I'm reading the news every day, but I'm still getting confused. Please, Madam Journalist, Sister Journalist, can I ask you a few questions? How do you make your headlines? How do you make your press releases? Is it based on technology, presidency, or money? Because for us in the ghettos, we don't have money. We don't have the prestige. But we've got major headlines for you. Come and tell our stories. Come and take a courage. All the houses in the ghetto are leaking. Nowhere to sleep. I like the sound though. Our next stop this morning is the Hot Pepper newspaper. There on Benson Street. April 19 and the year remains 2023. This paper too is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. Front page banner headline of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Front page banner headline of the Hot Pepper newspaper. What it says: despicable and wicked. Homeowner shoot Liberian teenager in the U.S. Despicable and wicked. Homeowner shoot Liberian teenager in the U.S. Wow. What led to the shooting? But anyway, that's way there in the U.S. Still here on the back or the front page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Western Cluster reiterates commitment to social economic development through road rehabilitation. These people should not be rehabilitating our roads. These are multi-million dollar concession companies. They are operating and they are benefiting immensely, but yet and still they are rehabilitating instead of constructing. But that's it. This is Liberia for us. The back page now quickly. NEC records over 1 million registrants in BVR phase 1. That's the back page of the Hot Pepper newspaper. LRA turns over smoke harmful chemical to EPA. I have a passion for education. Proprietress of Agape Temple School says. We run quickly now to the editorial of the Hot Pepper newspaper. At the NRF resolved to dismiss without performance review. Wow. That's the National Road Fund. They say they are resolved to dismiss without performance review. Let's leave it at that and run to that's the Hot Pepper newspaper. You can grab a copy of this paper. It's just $40 Liberian and read the details there.
Excuse me, Mr. Genevieve. I wonder how you make your headlines in the press release today.
Last and final stop.
Oh, I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused.
It's the
I just wanna ask you.
independent newspaper
Oh, is it
there on Johnson Street.
Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology?
And the front page banner headline of the independent newspaper reads, "In fake news, we are targeted. Publisher Ding complains over Froster use of paper logos. In fake news, we are targeted." Still on the front page, it has NEC releases first BVR result, US 25 million election money hanks. US 25 million election money hanks. We run quickly to the back page of the Hot Pepper, the independent newspaper. At LWSC, new MD vows to close revenue leakages. At LWSC, that's the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation, new MD, that Alfonso Gay, former Grangeda County Senator, G. Alfonso Gay, he says he will close revenue leakages at the entity. 30 orphans risks hunger has Editorial crowds for humanitarian aid. This one is touching. Yeah. Leaders must feed for people. USA Liberia official assert at peace building forum. We run quickly to the editorial of the independent newspaper. They shall never succeed. Who are they? Grab a copy of the independent newspaper and read the details. They shall never succeed. That does it for the review of our headlines here. Shortly, we move straightly into our conversation. We pick a particular one and talk about it. At which time we activate the phone lines for you. We activate the phone lines for you to have your participation here on the program. It's the editorial review here on ABC Radio. The dial is 105.1. Stick and still, don't go away. Few bars of our theme song and be right back.
There is no job, no money for hustlers. And take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, living in the street with her children. Since the daddy went to war to fight, he never lived to see them. The children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. The children have no one to call their friend. The children have no food to eat. We got major headlines, oh, we got major stories. Oh, there is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major headlines, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you love, man? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No girls, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially poor men. No job, no money. No girls, no glory. No help for poor men. That's what we know.
Yeah, that's it. No help for poor, no job, no money. That's what we know. But yet, we got to hustle. We've got major headlines here. Welcome back, and let's move quickly into our conversation here. And this morning, our editorial conversation is from that's the Hot Pepper newspaper. Recently, there has been issue at the National Road Forum. There have been claims and counterclaims over who becomes the next head of the National Road Fund. But let's read you this editorial of the Hot Pepper newspaper, and maybe we can make sense of it and activate the phone lines for you. At the National Road Fund resolved to dismiss without performance review, this paper is asking a question. But let's read. The National Road Fund, during its earlier days of establishment, was just a one big happy family. However, this cordiality has been tempered with by low politics and the greed for power. The entity was proudly the engine of President Weah's most successful development agenda, road connectivity, sourcing funds for the Ministry of Public Works to smoothly construct, maintain, and rehabilitate community and feeder roads as well as highways, but this seems to become history very soon. The Minister of Public Works, Ruth Coker Collins, recently refuted an allegation of undermining the NRF boss that Boniface Satu, and clarified to the public that her letter to the Minister of Finance and Development Planning was only to call for a review of Satu's performance contract. According to Section 4.3.3 of the Act establishing the Road Fund, the appointment of the National Road Fund manager shall be for a period of 5 years, during which performance shall be monitored in line with their performance contract. Subject to satisfactory performance, appointees may be considered for an extension of contract. But Minister Collins' letter to Minister Toer, dated March 20, 2023, however, requested that the needful action be undertaken so as to begin the necessary open advertisement process for the selection of a manager of the National Road Fund. Nowhere in her letter requested for performance review of the manager's contract or disclosed result of a review. Instead, it persistently emphasized on the advertising of the position for a new road fund manager to be recruited. Since the appointment of Satu, there has been no query about his performance, which could suggest that the NRF CEO has been implementing his duties in accordance with law and in a satisfactory manner to the inter-ministerial steering committees established to supervise the NRF activities. It seems that somebody somewhere wants to prove wants to reflect muscles and say, I am the head here and I will decide who go to this place, ignoring what the law calls for. The law is clear. At the National Road Fund, before you go for a new manager of that place, there should be a performance a review of the contract. How well did Honorable Satu serve while the 5-year contract was running? Now you ignore all of that and you say we should advertise immediately the position and start to scout for a new manager. Why are we not following what the law says? The law says we should do this before we do this, and you say no, we must go directly to it. Is it that you're not okay with the workings of the current manager? Is it about you being okay, or is he doing what is required of him? Because sometimes if people do not feel comfortable working with you, even if you are doing your work to the best of your ability, they still see it as you doing nothing. And as such, when they are in power, they will do everything they can to have you removed. In Madam Coker Collins' communication to Minister of Finance, who is the board chair, I think, is saying that it's about time that we advertise this position. The 5-year period of Mr. Satu has ended. Let's advertise the position and start for more for another manager. When the law say we should review the performance of this person before we go out for another contract. That's why you are resolved to doing. You want to dismiss and don't want to review. Let's review. Is there a need to dismiss him? Then before we can dismiss him, or we can seek for a new manager. But people just want to circumvent the law. People just want to bend the law because they've got the power to doing it. Is that how we want to run this country? The law says different thing and you are doing different thing. This is the same Madam Collins who recently, when she appeared at the Liberian Senate, she said the people who doing the RIA role, the RIA to EAW junction role, lacks the capacity to do. And up to today, we still seeing what are the people have just started. Give the people a chance, let it do the work before we make comments. Go on the RIA road today. There are huge progress being made. Is it where it's supposed to be at this point? We'll say no. But are there progress being made? Yes. Tremendous progress is being made on that road. And this is the same thing she's taking to the National Road Fund. Madam Collins, do you have problem with Honorable Satu heading that road fund place? For which you want to dismiss him without reviewing his performance contract? It should not be about your personal problem. Or do you have somebody sitting somewhere that you want to give the position to? Because that's what happened in Liberia. 077-105-100. 055-105-100 are the numbers to call this morning and be a part of it. The National Road Fund compensation is here this morning. It's a resolve to dismiss without performance review. And the law says you must review the performance of the manager. It's a 5-year contract. The person who has that place is a 5-year contract. But before you change the person, you must review the performance contract of that person. Then we can look into whether there are faults along the way. Whether the person really served that position. If not, you maintain. 077-105-100. 055-105-100 are the numbers to call this morning. 055-100 and 077-105-100 are the numbers to call. Put your calls, let's talk about it. The National Road Fund and the Ministry of Public Works. Recently, there has been the hall and pool hula baloo thing, claims and counter claims at that place. Somebody wants to prove supremacy. But Honorable Satu has been doing extremely well there. Oh yes. Look around. This caller here. Hello.
Hello.
Your name and where you join me from, sir?
Yeah, there's Shani Wood calling from Sokiri on Juwapaga Avenue, the next president.
Thank you very much.
Come to the next president.
Oh yeah, make your point, sir.
Oh, let me say the road. I hear on spoon talk. I said
we're not discussing spoon talk here, please. We are discussing our topic here on ABC Radio. We're not talking spoon talk thing, please.
Yeah, so if you are a liar.
Thank you very much. We're not talking spoon talk thing. 077-105-100. 055-105-100. This caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning and welcome to it. What's your name, sir?
I'm Mr. Watson from Brother Community.
Make your point, sir.
You know, it's good to have the kind of conversation.
Oh, yes.
Roger started discussing it last week. Or the beginning of it, we had to do that thing, National Road Fund Project, National Road Fund Office of Bureau. We expected it to go this way. Once somebody sees that he or she got power of high connection, of course, the lower man will be killed. So if I was a brother there, I just let it be. If you call for an auditing, you can't edit me. Get a job. So tomorrow, the issue will not judge you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
077-105-100 and 055-105-100. We cannot always run our country like this. If the person who is in a position is not doing what is required, then that's the basis to remove them. This person, hello?
Hello?
Your name and where you join me from, sir?
During a football game, when there is a father during injury time, it's hard to handle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Meaning?
This is injury time.
Okay.
So the center will never go. Fall apart.
This is an old person talking.
During injury time, fall apart. It's not easy.
I know.
Because for many others on the team.
This person must be your old person.
Mm-hmm.
He's speaking with wisdom.
ABC Radio.
Thank you very much. 077-105-100 and 055-105-100 are the numbers to call this morning. We are talking the national road from issue here. People should get an issue with people if they are not performing their duties and functions. It's not on the basis because we got perhaps they have promised somebody this job and say, oh, as soon as the contract comes to an end, we'll take him from there and bring you in. So they want to do everything possible to ensure that this brother is removed. Even though the brother is performing, there hasn't been an issue on Mr. Satu. Is he not performing his work? Go and review his contract. That's all. If you review his contract and you think that there's fault in it, go ahead and remove him. But let's go according to the law. You just want to jump and advertise the position. And when the law say review first before you can dismiss or you can renew, have you reviewed his performance? What exactly do you have issue with? This caller right here. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where you joining from? Make your point, sir.
Thank you. You know, to government job is not, you're not personal person to say that your property.
No, not true.
Good thing. So sometimes when you fall short, because this government, the only thing I praise the government for is they put on job fire. Some other people can do things, we talk, we get tired, they get fire. So maybe there's something wrong somewhere on which they want to fire him or they try to investigate him.
But there are procedures of firing him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. So this is the procedure they want to go through. I don't think they fire him yet, right?
No, they haven't.
Okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. 077-105-100. 055-105-100. We're discussing the National Road Fund issue here. Oh, yes. Madam Collins say it's about time that we advertise the position. This mail contract has ended with the government. A 5 year has elapsed. So let's review the contract and instead of reviewing the contract in 5, let's advertise the position. Oh, we agree that they are qualified Liberians here that can occupy that position. But let's follow the right procedure. That's all. Do not bend the law because you want to satisfy a certain person. Let the law go across. Let's follow what the law says. You are the one in charge. So go to it. I won't take anything and say, yeah, we see X, Y, and Z. That's the reason why we need to advertise the job and we cannot continue with the current manager. And see. But to go straight and start doing what you want to do, we think is wrong. And when the law is saying different thing. This caller right here. Hello?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you join me from?
I'm Stephen calling from Douala, Nigeria.
Make your point, Stephen.
Yeah, I really want to know if the guy were appointed to serve for this 5 years and the 5 years ended, is that any crime that he cannot leave this place?
No, that's not a crime. That's not a crime that he cannot leave. If a 5 year ends, it means the law says you must review the performance of the brother who in charge before you advertise the position.
But my question has to do with whether they are refused to see the hammer or you know procedure well.
And this is the part they are yet to do, but they want to advertise the position.
But you are not being proved to the public that yeah, he did a review, he worked hard, or you know what?
No, they haven't.
Okay, so the leader just want to take action because maybe have interest somewhere.
Perhaps is there? We don't know yet.
But we might not just conclude now. Let us just talk in the meantime. Let's see how it will be like.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you very much. This caller right here. Hello. Hello. Your name and where you join me from, sir?
My name is Amjan Kezo, and I call from Banjo, District 17.
Make your point.
All right, thank you so much. We cannot say that this brother has not yet been reviewed because I don't know whether it is the national legislature that's supposed to review his past performances, or is it the Ministry of Public Works?
Okay.
Because probably they have gone in-house, done their internalizing of investigation, and this is why they are deciding now at this time to say yes, we are going to advertise. But notwithstanding, just as you are saying, we are all just assuming the case. Because when a reviewer is done, probably it will come to the notice of the public. You see?
Okay.
But up to now, about right now, as we speak, the public doesn't know whether that has been done. So
okay.
I think
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Make your headlines in the press release.
No time on our side right now, because our news is up next.
Every day,
If not,
you getting confused now.
the news will be in our bags.
Some question. Oh, they say based on
This is how we like to draw the curtains on today's presentation
presidency.
of the program, the editorial review here on ABC Radio.
They say based on war.
Until then, another invitation is extended to you for tomorrow, brand new one. But still don't go away, because the news is just up next. Bye bye from my end.
I'm take up coverage. The rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow.